Welcome back to our SketchUp for Schools Plan Set 8 project. Here we finished up our roof in our last episode, and in this episode we're going to create and bring up the chimney, as well as we're going to put in the attic vent on either side of the house. So if we hide our roof and our ceiling over here on our outliner panel, this little rectangle right here is our chimney. So if I bring my push-pull tool, edit my group, I'm simply going to pull this up. Let's bring back our roof. We can leave our ceiling off for now. Let's close the group. We're going to take our tape measure, and I'm simply going to create a guide hitting the up arrow key that stops right there at the top. Now, this chimney goes up 24 inches, so I'm going to click on this, hit my up arrow key on my keyboard, and type in 24. Next, right click and edit the group that our chimney's on. Select your P key for the push-pull. Click on the top, hover over that top guide that we created. Next, we're going to create a little lip. Take your tape measure. We're going to go down 2 inches on both sides. Take your line tool, and we're simply going to draw a line all the way across. Do the same thing over here. We don't have a guide over here, but it just needs to make sure that the line is either red or green depending on the location. If you mess up, just again Control Z or hit the back arrow key. Take your push-pull tool, and we're simply going to pull this out 2 inches. Now let's go ahead and erase our guides. Let's go out of our group. Let's erase these. Let's go into the roof group, and we're simply going to draw a line around our roof. Again, using those keyboard shortcuts really speeds up your process. Let's go ahead and turn off the roof, turn on the ceiling. We're going to edit the ceiling, and let's do the same thing down here. And draw our line going all the way around. Let's go ahead and hide your walls. Take our push-pull tool, select that face, hover over the underneath part of our ceiling to get rid of it. Now if we bring back that, everything comes back. Bring back our roof, and there's our chimney. Now on each side we have a little attic vent. That measurement is going to be 11 feet from the bottom of our wall, not on the ground but on top of where our foundation is. So 11 feet. We're going to go up 1 foot. We're going to find the center point of our wall, which should line up with the crest of our roof. From here, we're going to go over 9 inches to each side of our center point. We're going to take our rectangle tool, and we are outside of the group, so that we're going to create a piece of component on top of this group. Take our push-pull tool, and we're just going to pull this out 0.25. With our push-pull tool, we're going to click on the control in order to toggle the starting new face. We're going to click and pull out. We're going to type in 1 inch, and we're going to do that all the way around. Close that up. Come over here to this other side. There we go. And lastly, bring that up. Now take your rectangle tool. We're going to erase all of these lines. And we have the bottom parts. Next, take your push-pull tool, and we're simply going to pull this up another 1/4 of an inch. Let's take our paint bucket tool. We're going to go down to, you're going to select this icon here. So this is all of the materials that are currently in our project, or ever was in our project. If you click on this one, it brings up all of the possible materials that come in SketchUp for schools. If we scroll all the way down, we have our window coverings. We're going to click on this little one right here, which is our blinds cellular white. Go ahead and click on that. I got another little piece right here. Take our line tool and simply draw a diagonal point on all of the corners. With our selection tool, triple click on it, make sure that everything's selected. Only this should be selected because our walls are already a group. So here we're going to click make a component. This is going to be attic vent. Where it says glue to, click vertical. This is going to mean it's only going to stick to vertical things. And go ahead and click OK. Now, because we're going to have 2 of these, one on each side of the house, we want that to be a component. If this was a one-off thing, then a group would have been fine. So click on the back piece there, hit Control. We're going to drag this all the way over. Make sure that it stays along that green axis. With your Move tool, hover over the top, select, hover over one of the red X's, rotate it around. Click on the back corner, hit your left arrow key on your keyboard, move over top of the wall and click. And that will move that vent exactly on the opposite side of where the other one is, facing the correct way. So that finishes up this little part. In our next episode, we will start taking a look at the doors and create trim. We'll create our trim for our windows, and we'll also create some crown molding trim. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more episodes on our playlist.